Hello everyone! Welcome back to this game. My name is Draygone the Willem Fuzzbottom Jr. and these are some of my patrons. Snow Hazard, and a special thanks to my special sponsor, Lit Dragon. Alright, so when we last left off, we finished our first mission and got ourselves paid for it. We also learned a little bit of a backstory for Akira here and the country we are in, Sakai. Apparently, Sakai was invaded by Gaia years ago, and Akira helped with the invasion, even though Akira is a native to Sakai. Needless to say, the Sakaians are none too happy about this, but whatever. We're taking on jobs and getting money. And speaking of jobs, since we finished our first job, we now have another job open to us, and we are going to get that job from Ivan here. We met Ivan at the start of the game where he promptly got his butt kicked. So he's come to Akira to get some help. What did you have in mind? I need you to help me obtain power, a special kind of power, a demon's power. I'm sure you've noticed the increase of demons, why all you have to do is step outside, wander into the wilderness these days, and you're sure to be attacked. But they are weak, at least compared to the power I'm looking for. No, the demons who contain the power I need are harder to find. So where exactly do I fit into this grand scheme? You are going to help me obtain this power. North of here, in the Iowa cavern, is one of the stronger demons. I need you to help me kill it, because once it's dead, its strength will be ripe for the picking. I forgot to close this thing. Also, what? What the hell are you talking about? This is not the kind of job I normally take on. In fact, I'd write the whole thing off as bullcrap if it weren't for the money you just gave me. And if you do this with me, I can guarantee you'll see plenty more money. Look, I'll cut to the chase. There are 4 of these strong demons that I know of, and I'll need to take power from all of them if I want to exact my revenge on a certain someone. For each one you help me kill, I'll pay you 700 gold. So what do you say? Will you accept? That is not a question. There is no question mark. He is demanding that Akira accepts. Fine. Lead on. Where are we off to first? Excellent. First, we're going to the Iowa Cavern, north of this town. That's where the first of our demons is. I'd stock up on some provisions if I were you. This battle won't be easy. And then he suddenly disappears. But hey, Ivan's on our team. I don't really know how well he will be able to help us, considering what happened the first time he went into battle in this game, but a second party member is always useful. I think the disappearing could have been improved, though. Could have had the screen fade out, and then have him disappear. Because actually seeing him disappear is a little bit jarring. Anyway, that is what we're going to be doing today. I know last time I said I would be taking on a couple of optional quests, but that's apparently not really an option. Well, one of them is an option at nightfall, and the other one is just plain not an option at all right now. Apparently, when Tsunami told me that that other quest opened up, well, right now, he was mistaken. It does not actually open up until after we help Ivan out a little bit. So, yeah, I'm not going to do either of those quests, because it's not worth doing this episode just for one little subquest. I want to put both of those subquests in the same video. So for the time being, we're going to go ahead and help Ivan out. But first, I want some equipment. Over in that castle town, that sword I want is 500 gold. Here in this town, it's 449 gold. And like I said, I want to do a little bit of penny pitching. Alright, so let's go ahead and get this thing bought. By the way, I am not a fan of RPG Maker 3's shop system. It is annoying how you have to go through this message in between every selection. Do I also want another spotted egg? I'll buy another spotted egg. 1 or 2? I'll buy 1 spotted egg and 1 herb. There's another thing that's kind of annoying with this game. And that is the inventory system. There is not a single inventory in this game. Rather, each character in the game has their own inventory. So, that's a problem. You want to know why it's a problem? Because your inventory space on each character is really limited. You can only hold up to 10 items per character. Between Akira and Ivan, that means I can only hold 20 items total. And that includes your equipment, even if your equipment is equipped. It also does not help that items do not stack. We got herb, we got spotted egg and spotted egg. Yeah, it's a problem. Now, there is a feature in RPG Maker 3 that allows you to stack items, and in fact, that's pretty much what this is right here. I'm holding triangle to see number of uses remaining. That's basically stacked items. More or less. It also has other functions, but for the sake of argument and for the sake of what I'm trying to discuss, it's stacking. Unfortunately, in order to have items stacked in RPG Maker 3, they have to be, like, collected or sold in a stack. Anybody who's selling an item one at a time, you're not going to be able to stack them. So, that is definitely a problem. And since I do need that inventory space, or I'm going to at least, might as well sell the katana. I mean, it's not going to do me any good right now anyway. And, by the way, no, it is not possible to buy individual items in stacks in shops, unless it is set to be sold in stacks. Let's see here. Step 1, let's equip the heavy. It's going to increase his attack. Well, I already sold his old sword, so this is not a good comparison. But his old sword had his attack at 70, and now it's going to be at 90, so that's a decent boost. Meanwhile, I'm going to go ahead and give one of these spotted eggs to Ivan. He needs some sort of healing item. In fact, give him one of the herbs as well. There is totally a seam in this map. Do you see it? Like right next to me, there's a seam in the ground, and then there's more of a seam right there. Well, it kind of disappeared when I moved, but as I'm walking along here, you can kind of see a line in the middle of the path. This has a seam in it. And it's kind of interesting. What is this castle called again? I'm having trouble remembering the name of it. Okiku. So there's Oteki and Okiku. And we're in the country of Sakai. And now we're heading up north to the Iwa Cavern. By the way, there was somebody who in the last video asked me a question in regards to how shops are made. Considering I'm about to go into a dungeon, I don't necessarily have time to explain that, but I will definitely explain it in the next episode. The 2 optional quests that I'm going to be doing next time are going to be really simple to deal with, and so I should have the... Nice! And I should have the time to actually tell you how shops are made. By the way, here's a quirky thing about the trees. They are all flat 2D images. And in fact, as I go along, you'll kind of see it turn out of the way of the camera. Not that one necessarily, but the one on my left there. You see how it's kind of turning away? Then the one on my right. It's kind of interesting, that. I am seeing a mark at the base of these guys' necks. Look at the one on the left there. You see that, like, light golden spot there, kind of in the middle of the black? Is that an eye? I always assumed that the neck and head were like the neck and head that this thing was seeing out of, but maybe that's not actually the case. Like, maybe the actual head is like a stump on the body, and it's got a snaky head poking out of its mouth. Or maybe I'm overanalyzing it. Now I can't unsee it, though. Every time I look at those guys, I'm going to see those little eyes with a skeleton snake poking out of their noses or something. See, these trees are turning out of the way. Alright, almost at our cavern. Let's avoid any more encounters and get on the path. And there's that seam again. Huh. Alright, into Iowa Cavern, and suddenly I can't. And now I can again. Weird. This is it, the Iowa Cavern. The demon we're looking for is below us, I think. Keep your eyes open for breakable walls. Press X to break a breakable wall. Okie doke. Have I mentioned yet that these are save points? That's a save point. And this here is a heal point. It's kind of convenient that we are given the opportunity to heal at the start of this dungeon. Not that I necessarily needed to get healed, but it's always nice. I think that's a common occurrence for dungeons in this game. Alright, so let us go ahead and get into a battle. I was going to say get into our first dungeon, but we're dealing with battles. No, it's one we've already seen. By the way, this guy's apparently a demon. Yeah, you would think that it was just some human who is kind of a rogue. Wow, another critical hit. But no, technically speaking, everything we're fighting is a demon. At least going by what Ivan was speaking of when he joined our team. These are all like lesser demons or something. Alright, now let us go ahead and explore the first dungeon. Let me think here. Where am I? No, don't go upstairs. Okay, I was a little lost. Before I went in here, I decided that since I had already played this game, it would probably be a good idea to be looking at the dungeon editor and seeing where all the breakable walls are. You can actually see one of them right here. The breakable walls in RPG Maker 3 kind of protrude a little from the wall. It is right here. Just check it, and there we go. We broke the wall. And for our efforts, we get ourselves an herb. Breakable walls are actually really hard to spot at times if you're not paying close enough attention. There's going to be another one right at the other side of the wall, and wow, we got some slowdown here. Alright, can you see it? It's straight in front of me. What we got in here? Technically speaking, breakable walls are not events. So you don't have that little exclamation mark in the corner of the screen to let you know that there's something there. It's kind of unfortunate. Personally, I would try to find some way to make it more apparent that these breakable walls are there. Some sort of marking or clue to make you curious about the spot. Because only having the protrusion is not great. Which is why, since I've already played this game, I'm going to be taking the time to actually look them up. That way, I won't miss anything. Dang, we're already at this point? Huh. Alright, step 1, break down this wall. Oh, I know I remember this. Alright, that was a sound of one of these pillars crumbling away. Can we sneak in there somehow? Nope, definitely not. Now here we are. Is there any treasure in any of these? I don't remember. I looked up where the breakable walls are, but I didn't look up treasures. I figure the treasures are going to be easy enough to find. Something's coming. And once again, we do not have a swirl for this battle. We got new enemies, though. What we got here? We got Nidarians and soldiers. I can't quite remember everything about these guys, but I want to say that the Nidarians, whatever these things are, can heal. So, best to take them out first. Or try to. No, it wasn't healing. It was boosting attack. Physical attack up. Yep. A physical attack up. You know what? Actually, let's go after the soldier first. Get rid of that guy, because he's got the good attack. And the Narians, I'm pretty sure, don't. There. I can't remember if these guys ever attack. I want to say they do, but their attacks are just really weak. Oh, that's the healing I was thinking of. They have like an auto-regen sort of thing. I want to say that was for magic, but it could be for HP. Offhand, I can't remember the difference if there's like any sort of indication with like number color between recovering HP and recovering MP. Well, we're about to find out. What color is this? Blue. So it's entirely possible that he was regaining HP. Alright, that's another pillar out of the way. Use one of these here herbs that we got. I think there's also random encounters in this room. And that's all I have to say about that. Got another thing coming. Oh! Poison! Apparently, this sword is poisonous. That's convenient. You know, as soon as I'm out of this fight, not bite. I was like saying bite and fight at the same time. Point is, I'm gonna go ahead and check out the heavy. So let's see, here it is. A poison-tipped sword. So that's cool. I actually forgot about that. All of Akira's weapons are going to have special attributes attached to them. Different ones, in fact. So, being able to poison enemies just by attacking them is definitely going to be cool. In fact, just the fact that all of Akira's weapons have special effects on them is going to be cool. Alright, another pillar crumbled down, so let's head in here and get that taken care of. Oh, it's a treasure. And it is going to be something of important. Something of importance. I don't know if you noticed, but there is a locked door in this room. This door right here. And I have unlocked it with my Iowa key. I forgot to check the door before I went in here and got the key. So, yeah. Or something like that. Point is, there is a message when you try to open it without a key. Alright. No, don't go upstairs. That's automatic, by the way. If you're near a staircase and you're facing towards it, it makes you want to go down and that sort of thing. Alright, there are 2 breakable walls in here. And I think I see them. They are right in between these 2 points. You know, my first time playing this game, I had a heck of a time finding these 2 walls, but now they're a lot more obvious. Probably because the first time I played this game, I had to play off of my capture device, and, well, you know what that looked like. But now I'm playing on a picture-perfect screen. And in fact, I'm playing on a TV that upscales the image, so things are looking pretty nice on this TV. Oh hey, we got another new enemy. It is a mimic. Let's take care of the weak enemy first. That said, for the sake of keeping things easy for this Let's Play, I still think it'll be a good idea to, check out the dungeon maps so that I know where all the breakable walls are. Alright, this thing is kind of tough to take down, partly because it likes to keep defending. But if it attacks, it's going to be kind of painful. And here it goes. Oh, it missed. Alright. I forget specifically how much damage it causes. I want to say maybe 20, possibly 30. Okay, here's another problem with RPG Maker 3. Accuracy sucks. We are going to be seeing that miss message a lot during this adventure. So it's kind of a good thing that we have 2 party members right now, because that means if one person misses, at least we have a backup person. Because let me tell you, being stuck with one character and missing is definitely painful. And that's foreshadowing, by the way. And what we got here? We got a ruby! Can't remember what that is, but, we can probably find out. It raises strength. Well, I would give that to Ivan, because he could kind of use it. However, well, let's see here. I'm gonna say that it probably cannot be equipped on Ivan. Nope. I kind of had a feeling on that. So we'll go ahead and give it to Akira. That's going to be helpful. Anything else I want to do? No. Aside from go ahead and heal and save, and we'll go ahead and take on the first boss. I'm kind of glad there's a heal point there. I can't remember the game is gonna give me a heal point throughout the entire adventure by the boss, but at the very least, we got one here. Ooh. Yeah, there we go. That thing's kind of painful. Granted, I think Ivan has a lower defense. Yeah. I'm gonna say that Ivan's got kind of a sucky defense. I'm probably gonna want to turn around and go straight back to that heal point. In fact, you know what? Screw you. There. That's what lightning is really capable of. Nikolai obviously was a much higher level. Alright, back to that heal point. And then... Is this locked? Hold on, I got this key, right? Yep. We got two of them, in fact. Right, I found one of them in that treasure chest. So we got the Iowa key and the Iowa key 2. By the way, after you unlock it, then you have to open it. It does not open automatically. Alright, boss time. This is the Oni's altar. Looks like he knows we're here. Well, it's kind of a small room, so would not be too difficult to realize when somebody is there with you. Oh, now we got the swirl. No sound effect to go along with it, but hey, got the swirl. And here we are, the first boss of the game. What's it called? Oni? Yep. And I got myself a thing that increases Akira's attack. That's going to be useful. How much MP does lightning cost? I want to say it takes up most of his MP? No, it wasn't most of his MP. I'll go ahead and try it now. This might be a dumb idea because I think it won't cause any damage. Nope. I just wanted to demonstrate that it would not cause any damage. I don't think that means that his spell is useless. There's a reason it's not causing any damage, which we will discover in just a bit. For now, though, we gotta take down this guy, and... oh, we took him down. Good job. We've destroyed his earth shield. I'll be able to use lightning on him now. Watch out, though. He's not dead yet. Yeah, that's going to be kind of a thing with a bunch of the bosses in this game. They have multiple forms. First you take down their defenses, and then the real fight begins. Still, though, he's the first boss, so he shouldn't be too difficult to take down. Go ahead and use that lightning spell. Because of that little demonstration, I can only use it once during this fight. But, whatever. Ooh, that's kind of painful. Ivan can go ahead and heal himself. But not before Akira gets in an extra turn. This is where those spotted eggs come in handy. By the way, it is worth noting that I am playing on a PlayStation 2 with a hard drive. And this game is one of the few games on PlayStation 2 that work with it. Reason I bring that up is because the game is basically running off of the hard drive. Therefore, it shortens load times a little. Which is good because you know how I was using an item just a minute ago? Yeah, that item has a load time. It's not a very long load time, but it is in fact a load time. So it's kind of a good thing then that I'm using a hard drive. Not that the PlayStation 2 hard drive is worth it for RPG Maker 3 because you can't save games onto it. It is purely to shorten load times. Alright, so we got Oni's ashes from that fight. Akira gained a level! And Ivan didn't. He's gone, except for those ashes. Those are the remains of his power. Only the very strong demons leave those behind, but those ashes are the reason we came. They contain his power. We'll divide them between us. And don't worry, you'll still be paid as well. Just swallow the ashes and you will gain some of the Oni's power. Wait, you want me to swallow those ashes? No, don't worry, it's fine. Look, I'll go first. Ivan learned Earth Shield. You see? No problem. This Earth Shield will not only increase your defense, but it's nullify all lightning attacks. It is nullify all lightning attacks. Alright, what the hell. Akira learned Earth Shield. So this is basically how we're getting stronger. We're eating the ashes of demons. Now let's get out of here. We'll go back to my house and you can tell me where we'll be going next. And conveniently enough, we're brought out of the dungeon. We don't have to make the trek out. Unfortunately, we are not healed, but I don't think I'm too concerned about that. Most of the enemies are weak enough. So let's check out our new spell, Earth Shield. Magic defense up. It also has a magic sword attribute. I don't quite remember what that means. Nope, can't remember. And Ivan's got it as well. So, what demon did Ivan have to defeat in order to learn the lightning spell? Also, how much MP does this cost? 10, 15... I can't remember which stat is which. I want to say the left is cost. No, the left is the damage and the right is cost. So it costs 15 MP and raises physical defense by 10. Also, apparently it costs 20 MP for Akira. That's kind of interesting. That's another thing with RPG Maker 3. Instead of using a magic list that any character and enemy can draw from, each character has their own magic list. Which I guess kind of makes sense, and it makes things interesting in regards to having some spells be more effective when they're used by certain characters. But at the same time, it kind of sucks when you have to recreate the spells. I can't remember if you can copy-paste them. Certain things in RPG Maker 3 cannot be copy-pasted. Okay, we're gonna have to possibly get into a fight on the way back, because the path is a bit broken here. By the way, those mimics can be found in the forest. Those treasure chest enemies. Just so you know. Kind of think of it. It might actually be beneficial if I did use one of these herbs. Anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, so down at the bottom of the screen is all of my all of my patrons. And next time we're going to go ahead and head back into Oteki? No, Okiku. We're going to go ahead and head back into Okiku and learn about our next mission. Oh, and we're also going to perform those 2 optional quests. And I am certain of it because I went into the editor and checked their conditions. That lady in Oteki will definitely have her quest open as soon as we find out what our next mission from Ivan is going to be. Meanwhile, the guy here in town, who is only available at night, he's already available. And conveniently enough, it's night. So after we take care of heading back to Akira's house and getting our next mission, then we'll go ahead and take care of those 2 optional quests. I'll see ya then.